Welcome to the show. This is Babblin and Dabblin. You already know we a podcast. Yeah, we babblin' and dabbling. Podcast. Yeah, we babblin' and dabbling. Babblin' and dabbling. Babblin' and dabbling. Welcome to the show. This is Babblin and Dabblin. You already know we a podcast. Yeah, we babblin' and dabbling. Podcast. Yeah, we babblin' and dabbling. Babblin' and dabbling. Babblin' and dabbling. All right, welcome back to another episode of Babblin and Dabblin. This is episode 64, to be named at the end of the episode. As always, once again, we had a guest bail on us, so we are gonna fucking wing it. Woo! 3 weeks in a row. That clipped. We've clipped probably 3 weeks in a row too. A little bit of change of the format. We're gonna get the plugs out of the way first instead of pre-roll like we've been doing. See how that works for you guys and if you like it better. I'd also like to start putting this at the top of the episode. First-time listeners, welcome. Thank you for joining us. If you enjoy it, hope you come back for more. Return listeners, thank you for coming back. Whenever you find time for us in your busy lives, we really appreciate you involving us. You got anything, Scott?
I don't like macaroni and cheese.
Okay. What the fuck? Okay, never mind. This is the shortest episode ever because it's done. We're canceled. I just canceled it. We're done. All right, anyway, let's get into these plugs. Okay, phone's going to fucking load the beat first. Fuck me, right?
Hey, we're not here because of our professionalism.
Yes, we are.
Okay.
We're just very low bar of professionalism. All right, welcome. This is Babblin and Dabblin. So you know where you're at right now. And we know where we want you to be. That is our social medias. So if you go today to Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook, they're all the same handle. Just a second.
Gotta hear the tag.
Yes, I just gotta stroke my ego right there. Can't talk over that. Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, all at Babblin Dabblin. That's Babblin.
Dabblin.
Facts. Factoroni and cheese.
I like it.
Nice.
Except for the cheese part.
You hate me. Anyway, after the plugs. If you'd like to follow me personally, Camden, I can be found on those same platforms. In addition to those, TikTok, all at dflamingo187. 91cam187 on SoundCloud and Facebook for my music stuff. Scott, hit him.
If you guys want to keep up with my music, you can find me at soundcloud.com/hazardwave. That's HAZARDWAVE. Links to my other socials are there. You can stream or buy my music on all major platforms. And I have a release coming up soon on a Subgoth Volume 2, or Volume 2 rather. It's a compilation album of several artists. I've got a song releasing that I did with Persona called Control Alt 808.
Focus on the plugs, man.
That's what I'm looking at. Yeah,
Focus on the plugs, not the bugs.
No, there's a roach, guys. I'm sorry. It's distracting me. Distracting. Distracting. I digress. Yeah, and I also remixed a tune by Set. Pick that up as well. And buy my merch on Bandcamp. That's subgoth.bandcamp.com. This plug has been a train wreck. Follow me on TikTok at Scott Barnhart Has to Fart. And I'm going to throw it back to Camden.
I'll tell you what's going to be getting thrown back is that ass on you if you go to teespring.com/stores/babblin and dabblin and secure the motherfucking drip. Because that's what we got. This is a good drip sound effect. Scott did that. That wasn't a sound pad. That was all raw and real. Okay, so again, we got fall essentials, baby. Long sleeve shirts, hoodies, pullover, and zip up. Zip up superior. Fuck you if you think different. We got pillows. We got coffee mugs. Scott reduced the price on those a while back. Make them a little more affordable for y'all. Because that shipping's a motherfucker. Woo.
Oh, yeah.
So, that's a terrible plug, but buy it.
Everything that we get in support of you guys is going to go back to supporting this podcast for you guys.
Facts. Maybe we can get better.
Did that make sense?
No. I don't think any of it made sense. But that's what people are here for. I think. They don't really talk to us much, so we don't know.
Oh, boy. What a great start.
All right, man. Well,
That was our best plug yet.
We got derailed by...
We've got some comments, by the way.
Good. I don't know if I have any. Maybe. What you got? I don't have any.
Okie dokie.
All right, good. Because we're going to start off with a new thing I'm doing. I find TikTok videos throughout the week. I've been doing it for the past couple weeks, kind of, but I'm trying to make it a thing. I don't want to be to your mom's house with it.
Dude,
I know, but
we do what's fun here.
Exactly. But I'm saying I'm not like a direct rip-off. I just know I know that they do that. All right, so this
Lots of people do that. They don't have a monopoly on it.
All right, good. Okay. So this guy,
easy, dude. I was at the club. I met a guy. We hit it off a bit. We were at the bar, like, give me tequila, 60 shots of it. Talking about basketball, soccer, and shitty politics. And then I kissed him on the lips, and then he was like, what the fuck? And I was like, what? And he's like, you're gay. And I was like, isn't it obvious? And then I think it pissed him off a bit, and he hit me, and hippopotamus, dude.
All right, that's Dylan Godfrey. His tag on TikTok is at IamDTG. The premise of that video was somebody commented on one of his videos with a word to rhyme, and he put hippopotamus.
Speaking of which, because I didn't shout this out in the plug, we have a YouTube channel now. Make sure you guys subscribe to that and comment on that and stuff like that. And why are all these comments about fucking kinks and shit, man? Fuck.
You know what it is. All right. Now
but,
this.
The reason I was saying that is because if you send me those, I'm gonna try to put those in the video.
Oh, okay.
So if you guys want to actually see that video, make sure you watch the YouTube video.
All right, this guy has the energy the world needs. Now we've all been aware of the guy 420 Dogface 208. Cultural icon in these trying times. You haven't seen the guy skateboarding with the cranberry juice listening to Fleetwood Mac? Okay, fuck Scott then. Jeez, dude, first macaroni and cheese, now this?
I'm just gonna drink my Zaxby's ginger ale.
Anyway, a guy blew up off of his video because he just had like super good vibes, man. And he was drinking some Ocean Spray. Ocean Spray saw the video, bought him a brand new truck because his car broke down on his way to work. That's why he was skateboarding. So they bought him a new truck, gave him some fucking like a year's supply of cranberry juice, it looked like, probably. I don't know. But anyway, that dude had some real good energy. So shout out to him. He made 2020 a lot less sucky. But this guy embodies how a lot of you feel already. And we all know that tacos are arguably one of the greatest food items that exist. Maybe Scott doesn't. I don't know.
Tacos?
Yes.
I fucking love tacos.
Okay, good. Goddamn.
But only if it's like just beef and lettuce.
Shut the fuck. God damn it. Just learn when to stop talking. Anyway, this guy sums it up perfectly.
I'm getting fucking tacos! Woo! About to shove them all in my fucking face. And it's gonna be fantastic.
That I feel that on a spiritual level.
That TikTok channel is at GILLES Sinclair 5. So if you'd like to see that on TikTok, there you go. Now, you're also probably aware, maybe not Scott, I don't know what the fuck Scott even does when we're not doing the podcast. Honestly, I fucking don't even know the guy anymore. But everybody's aware of the fly on Mike Pence's head at the vice presidential debate.
Oh, that I am aware of.
All right. Well, I figured since it had to do with Mike Pence, you would know.
Why would I know?
I'm just kidding. All right. Anyway, this guy made a song.
Is that a stab at the fact that I'm like a little more right leaning than a lot of my peers?
Probably. All right. This guy made a song about that, though. And it's good.
Ooh, okay.
This is Jay Diggs'
Fly
music.
on my head.
You gotta fly on you. We all can see that you don't even know. You gotta fly on you. On live TV, your hair is white as snow. He ain't going nowhere. He getting comfy. He's chilling in your head. You might be all he needs. He ain't going nowhere. You gotta hold me. You'll never be no
dig it.
On you.
Whoa!
Again, that's J Diggs. That's JAYDIGGS music. Why did you talk through me saying the guy's name?
Say it again.
J Diggs. JAYDIGGS music on TikTok.
J Diggs.
Yes, J Diggs. I got one of my own actually. I think this is the right one. Video got removed from TikTok almost immediately.
Uh-oh. Is it that bad?
Too hot for talk. Hashtag.
Okay.
Hashtag too hot for talk.
Nice.
Sure would be nice if some of this big dick energy I have would transfer to my actual dick. And that got
Dude,
removed
I feel that on a spiritual level too. That got removed?
in like 5 minutes.
Wow. Guess you can't say dick.
Yeah, I can say all sorts of other shit, but not dick.
Yeah.
All right. I think maybe one more.
Yeah, I can do one more.
I got so many TikToks saved. All right, the one I posted on Facebook, you guys saw the guy that was giving good life advice. That's Rodney D. Norman on TikTok, in case you didn't see his handle in the video. And he's Rodney Norman, just like on all other Instagram, or like Instagram, I know specifically. Other social media, I think everything is just Rodney Norman. But he's a pretty cool guy. And we're going to have him on next week. So.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Phone call, of course. Unless he bails on us like they've been doing.
It's been the trend.
Yeah.
It's actually more likely than not.
All right. Actually, I'm going to do two. And I'm sorry that this is taking so much time up. But we really got to stretch for time here, so it works. All right. This is... I posted this on Facebook. You might have seen it already.
Okay.
This is the... I captioned it with, "This is the worst video you'll see today." And to preface this, the guy got a comment on one of his videos that said, "Well, at least it isn't Green Day and Baby Shark."
Oh, you fool. Oh, you absolute fool. Baby shark, do 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 do.
Oh, no.
Do do do. Mommy shark, do 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 do. Daddy shark too. Grandma shark, do 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 do. Grandpa
That
shark,
is genius.
do 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 do. Let's all hunt baby sharks, do 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 do.
That is Tom Schalk. His TikTok
That's funny.
username is TSCHALK10. So go check these people out. If you like what you heard, support content creators. And this is the last one. So this is a video kind of summarizing how people talk shit on, you know, like when you're playing video games online, you'd like to talk shit to other people. You just try to say the most ridiculous shit.
Yeah.
All right, so this is her.
Yeah, bitch, you fucking suck. Probably because you got fucked by your uncle.
That's super weird to say. Haha! Look who's Uncle Fuck 2 now!
What?
I'm just saying, dude, looks like both of us got fucked by our uncles. Guess Thanksgiving's gonna be pretty weird. Who wants stuffing? Neither of us.
I'm gonna cry now.
Hello?
And that's Mackenzie Berg, MAKENZIBERG on TikTok. So go follow those people if you liked what you heard. They got more stuff, I'm sure. I don't know. But I like to shout out people when we use their content on here, especially when it's not copywritten. Otherwise, anyway. So that's been going on. We're gonna get into the catch up for the past week, and then our dumb thoughts. And we're gonna call Austin Van Lanningham. Actually, I've already got him ready, waiting. So let's do dumb thoughts first, I think, actually. And then and then we'll catch up. All right, sorry guys, we're kind of just on the, edge of our seats here. And here we go, calling Austin Van Lanningham. Austin's in another call. Fuck me. Austin, you son of a bitch.
My dumb thought of the week is very short and sweet. So you'll probably win this one.
I don't know, man. Mine's not as good as I wanted it to be. But it's better than last week's, which is not existent. So there's that.
Van Landingham. Let's call him again.
Yeah, he said call again.
Hello.
Austin.
Van Landingham.
Van Ham, what's happening, dog?
Not shit.
How you been since episode, what was that, 61 that you were on, Tiny and Corny?
Something like that, yeah. I mean, same, still got diabetes.
Got the diabetes. Hi, I'm Wilford Brimley.
Or do I just need to turn my volume up?
What? I don't know. He's not.
Yeah,
He's pretty
turn
quiet.
mine up. Turn mine up a little bit.
What are you? You're too. Sorry, man.
Yeah, there we go.
Technical difficulties.
Thank you.
Because we're stupid. All right. So you know what's up. I called you for a dumb thought of the week, Judge.
Gotcha.
Scott's the reigning champ. 2 weeks in a row. Can I come back? I don't know, but I'm going to go first since Scott won last week.
Are you sure you should go first? Because mine's real short and sweet.
Mine's pretty short, too. It's
Okay,
super
all right,
short.
go ahead.
And I lost. That's like the format here. Is like loser goes first the following week.
Are you sure? Because I feel like the guy that goes second gets the advantage of having the most recent thing heard.
Doesn't matter.
We want to give the loser the advantage.
Okay, then go first. I don't know.
All right, you can actually turn me back down a little bit if you don't mind. Well, it is what it is. All right, so I would like to preface this with this dumb thought of the week has no context. It's just literally a thought that popped into my head for no reason at all.
Okay.
That I can remember. It's just a phrase. And the phrase is, locked and loaded, Joshua exploded.
Okay.
What?
I don't know why. It's
Repeat
don't
it.
ask.
Just repeat it for him.
In case anyone didn't hear, because they were too blown away. Locked and loaded, Joshua exploded.
What the fuck, dude?
That's the dumb thought. That just popped into my head.
Okay.
And I was like, this is pretty dumb.
Bars.
Locked and loaded. Joshua exploded.
I'm feeling really bloated. I'm sorry, but oh wait, I was about to say gloated, but I can't say gloated like that in past tense.
Yeah.
Because I'm gloating right now. All right.
My dumb thought has context. I saw a meme of a guy with no arms and a gun in his pant line.
Okay.
So I thought, if a guy with no arms has a gun on him, is he still considered armed?
Fuck off.
Wow, you've got some competition here today. I feel sorry for you. Can you repeat that one more time? Because I have I'm a little maybe I feel like I lost a couple brain cells. Say that again.
Yeah. You want to lose some more? Okay. So if a guy with no arms has a gun on him, is he still considered armed?
He's locked and loaded. Is his name Joshua?
I don't know, but if it is, he exploded, dude. So
That would be a vital piece of information. All right, we're gonna hand it back to you, Van Landingham.
Oh god, dude, this one's hard. Because they're both like very stupid for different reasons.
yes, we've given you a challenge, but we know you can rise to the occasion.
So if you want, depending on what type of stupid. All right, so like
That is up
the
to
armed one,
interpretation.
like I've definitely seen someone shoot a bow and arrow with their feet. So it is possible. I mean, I feel like you could do something. I mean, if you don't have arms, you're probably pretty good with your feet.
Facts. So would he
What
be?
a wise man's- that's what a wise man once said.
yeah,
Yeah.
you're probably good.
So would he be footed
You don't-
instead of armed?
He'd be footed and dangerous.
Locked and toted.
Ha! Locked and toted.
Oh shit,
All right, man. Who's stupider?
dude. the Joshua one just makes like so little sense that like it's like a different plane of stupid. Like it transcended. Like I'm gonna go with that one just because I was like completely like, what did you just say?
You were dumbfounded?
Yeah, I was like, you should have made up a story to give it context.
I feel like it would have lost if I did that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah.
All right. So once again, that's
But I mean,
3
like,
weeks in a row.
But like, what would the story be to make that?
I don't think there is a possible story. Like you're beginning a match of Counter-Strike or something, and everyone's like, all right, we're locked and loaded. Josh,
And then boom.
he's not going to be part of this. He exploded. Yeah. Or maybe we're getting revenge for Joshua because he exploded.
'cause he exploded?
So
So we gotta ride
we're
on
locked
these
and loaded.
motherfuckers.
We're ready to
Locked
go.
and loaded for Joshua.
Dude.
Locked and loaded. Joshua exploded. Like
It sounds like a charity. Sounds like a charity for like a dying child or something.
or an already
Dead child.
Like they're locked and loaded. It's like the NRA backing like a kid that's like dying.
That's
It's
it.
like how they turned that whole city into the kid, like Batman, the Batman kid who was dying.
Did
Did
Austin
you ever see
comment
that
on your post?
documentary?
What's that?
Hold on. Sorry, I'm talking to Scott about some other shit. Did Austin comment on your post?
Which one?
The one that you made about comments for the fucking episode.
Did he?
I'm just saying. If he didn't, we can just ask him for something. Right
No,
here.
he didn't.
All right, Austin.
See, I don't think so.
If he did, then he would answer. And I don't see his comment anywhere, so no.
All right. What were you trying to say before I cut you off? Sorry.
Oh, I was just saying, like, they did a documentary where they just, like, this little kid was, like, dying, so the whole city pretended he was Batman or something for a day.
Nice.
It was very strange,
Interesting.
and that's all I could think about is, like, locked and loaded.
They're just running out of ideas for documentaries now. They just need to start doing remakes. Yeah.
It was like a Make-A-Wish Foundation like, documentary.
Did
Dude,
I saw?
it was better than Batman versus Superman. I was going to say that.
I haven't seen that yet, surprisingly.
I haven't either.
Or
I
the
don't watch
Justice League.
videos.
That one was bad. But yeah, the question thing. What were you talking about?
Oh, well, we had a guest bail on us tonight, so we were just kind of trying to wing it and get people to throw us random topics to try and.
Topics, prompts, questions, anything. Ask me. It's an AMA, basically.
Yeah.
AMA, or just prompt us with something to talk about. We'll have it
So
whole-
Scott made a post looking for comments about it, but I figured since we were calling you to judge, I was like, whatever. I can just ask him for one while I've got him on the phone, and then we'll start with that one, and then go into the others.
we still have to catch up on
God,
the week,
yeah.
by the way.
Yeah, I know. We'll do catch up and then
Yeah.
go into his topic.
Word. Dude, you really put me on the spot here, guys. I didn't have time to bring my notes.
That's fine.
Being put on the spot.
Being put on the spot.
Yeah.
Is that the
Dude,
topic?
fuck that, yeah. Dude, that's
Well, now you're putting us
Or-
on the spot, and we don't perform well under these circumstances.
or
Thanks.
failing at being put on the spot, like
Oh,
I
shit.
just did.
We're good at that. Well, I'm good at that. I don't know. Are you good at that?
I think I'm hanging in there so far.
I'm in the contender.
I'm just, well, considering that there's a roach with a health bar somewhere in here.
Scott's scared of this roach that flew in here earlier.
It flew all the way from Madagascar just to be here to bother us. It's gigantic. And I swear, it's got a health bar. It's that big.
It flew
I
away.
don't know how big that is.
Big enough.
Exactly.
You're like,
Big
it's that
enough
big, and I was like,
that its health has to be quantified. Takes more than one step.
it's a multi-strike roach. Like,
Yeah.
you gotta hit it more than once.
You got to do a two-step.
We have to do a combo on it.
Give his ass a two-piece and a biscuit.
It's a fatality.
All right, man. Well, we appreciate you judging and giving us that topic to start with.
Wow, we got him
yeah.
on the phone.
Wait.
You got
Oh, no. I was just saying, yeah.
Oh, make sure you guys listen to Soul Abuse. They got some sick songs. And if you got any other plugs, plug them.
I mean, I don't know. I mean, I think my other plugs are on that old episode, so they can go listen to that if they want it that bad.
There you
This is
go.
a terrible plug. Jesus. God, dude.
Dude, you caught me off guard, man. I didn't have time to get my notes.
You got to keep
telling
that motherfucking thing on you, dude. You know, if you stay ready, you ain't got to get ready, dude.
Dude, just pop Viagra for fun, dude. That's my, like, always be ready.
All right, man. Well, appreciate it. Have a
It's
good one.
boner
Yeah, have a
time.
good night.
All right, take it easy.
See you, bud.
Have a good night, man.
Love you.
Love you too, buddy.
All right, cool. You got that.
Good.
Scott just threw up.
I have acid reflux, man.
Scott just threw up in his mouth. All this love is disgusting. All right, man. All right, take it easy.
Night, guys.
See you, bud. That was nasty, dude. Had some volume to it. In two different ways. All right.
So,
Do you have some prompts too?
I got a couple comments.
Okay.
But we're going to do catch up real quick before we
Yeah.
get into the topics. Okay, so I'd like to start off this week catching up because I have some in addition to last week's episode that I forgot about during the recording. I don't remember the year, but it was a while ago. I was still doing high class and homeless, so it was like years ago. My buddy Aaron Cross passed away. He was about to move to California. I believe it was California. He was leaving the state of Georgia regardless. And he wanted one last time to go swim across the Okmulgee River. And I guess that day the currents were just too strong and he couldn't make it. He got caught up like midway through and couldn't turn back around, couldn't make it to the other side, and got carried away by the water. And I remember that specifically because it was April Fool's Day when it happened. So when Deez called me and my buddy that I rapped with at the time and told us about it, we thought it was a fucking joke because it was April Fool's Day. And, we were the kind of, people that would make these kind of fucked up April Fool's jokes. So, we were pretty good friends. We hung out, not like every day or every week or anything, but we, hung out often. And, we always had a good time when we were hanging out. So, that was a pretty shit loss. It tore a lot of people up. And like I said, he was about to leave Georgia and he had like a couple things lined up. Good job, place to stay, like starting fresh for himself. And then for that to happen when it did was really just like, pretty shitty. So, rest in peace to Aaron.
Yep. Rest in peace.
And I think that was the only thing I remembered in addition to last week. But I remember listening to it. I'm like, fuck, how did I forget that? So, I just wanted to get that in there. If you haven't heard last week's episode, we just discussed a lot of our experiences with death and our kind of general feelings on death and like how we'd like to die and stuff like that.
It ended up being a really good, long conversation.
Very long. Very long. But yeah, so if you haven't heard that, go check it out.
Speaking of death, this roach needs to die. Anyways.
Anyway.
I'm really sorry.
Just
I
can you
apologize.
move away from the mic?
Yeah, I
when you do
know.
it?
It just happened, man. I don't know where. I wasn't expecting it.
Yeah.
It just escaped.
So anyway, my week was pretty boring. Typical truck driver stuff. I got stuck in Pennsylvania for longer than I'd like to be stuck in Pennsylvania because I'd never like to be in the state of Pennsylvania. So I made that post. PSA, Pennsylvania sucks announcement. Pennsylvania sucks.
Yeah.
So that was like, what was it, Friday? I was supposed to be home Saturday, which I ended up getting home Saturday still. But Friday, I had to pick my load up out of Pennsylvania to bring me back to Georgia. They told me to be there at 10 o'clock in the morning. So I got there at like 9. Be a little early so I can get in, get going. I show up and the motherfuckers are like, no, your appointment's not till 2 o'clock in the afternoon. So I had to sit until fucking 2 and wait to get loaded. So that fucking sucked. Fuck that. Fuck truck driving. All right. How was your week?
So my week highlights. Other than I finished the second season of The Boys. It was amazing. One of the best finales I've seen for a show, and if they ended the show as is, I'd be happy. I hope they continue it, but if they didn't, I think I am satisfied with how it ended. And that's just for 2 seasons, which means that's good. Because sometimes they just let a show fucking ride on for too long without wrapping it.
Yeah.
And then it gets canceled and fucking pisses me off. Or they rush the ending or whatever. That, and I finished this show called Kingdom that I've been binge watching. And it is fantastic. It is a Korean show. And it is about zombies. During an era where people are mostly using swords and bows and arrows. And a few people are using rifles, but they're like, powder loaded and not very efficient for killing multiple targets. So check that out. It was really fun, and I can't wait for the next season to come out. Other than that, I went to Chick-fil-A earlier in the week, and I don't know if it was a pay it forward thing, but the driver ahead of me paid for my meal.
I think that's what pay it forward means.
Yeah. And I don't know if you guys are this type of person or not, but I let the pay it forward end at me.
That doesn't surprise me.
Well, I'm also not the most financially wealthy person, fortunate person at the moment, so it actually really helped. And I guess I'll pay it forward one day, and I've already given somebody $2 for good customer service, even though it was a position where you don't normally tip them. So I've got about $12 more to go. And then I will have filled my debt. And since today is technically part of the week still, this is kind of sad news, but our family cat, Skittles, passed away today. She got kidney disease and just declined really fast within a matter of days, like less than a week, about half a week, and got a call earlier today to come up and see her before because she was declining, and she was gone before we even got there. So it's been a sad day in the Barnhart household. Yeah. So send memes, man. I need all the pick me ups I can get.
Well, hopefully you'll get them about Friday when this episode comes out.
Fuck. That's a long wait.
Yeah, be depressed until then. Please, as soon as you hear this, stop this episode at this point. Send Scott memes. It's urgent. It's been urgent for days.
It's been urgent.
Well, that sucks, man. I'm sorry to hear that.
Yeah, rest in peace, Skittles.
Moment of silence for the kitty cat.
Yeah.
Is that the one that bit me all the time?
Yes.
All right. I mean, I'm sad that it's dead, but like, come on, man. I was petting you and you bit me, dog, cat.
Yeah,
cat
she was very particular about touching her stomach. Can't do it for very long.
Yo, the fucking one night I was rubbing her back and she rolled over to her stomach and I didn't know. And I started
to her that does not mean pet my stomach.
And I was like, yo, what the fuck, dude? R.I.P. Skittles. I'm meowed.
Wow.
I'm
meowed. Well, speaking of which, I'm meowed.
Sorry, man.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Will you
guys,
in the microphone?
That is the last time. That's the last time. I don't promise, but I'm going to attempt to not do that again.
All right. And I won't make any more shitty cat puns. Okay, so we're going to get into that topic that Austin left us with. Fuck. Fucking vaping, dude. It's supposed to be healthier. It's still killing me. Anyway. So failing at being put on the spot.
Or being put on the spot in general.
Yeah, I started off with that, and then he said failing to be happy. I don't know, whatever. We'll just talk about that as a whole, because I've got a lot of experience with not being good on the spot. I can't remember them all because I got put on the spot. So perfect example there. But usually the most significant amount of these happened when I was, you know, like rapping full time, and everybody, as soon as they hear you rap, they're like, just, hey, spit something for me.
Put a bar for me
And
without a
then,
beat.
It's always like, as soon as they say that, I just forget everything I've ever written, I guess. I don't know. I'm just bad at being put on the spot.
I'm the same way with beatboxing.
Right.
If someone tells me to beatbox, I'm like, all right. I'm just kidding. I'm not that bad. But I just mess a lot of things up. I don't know what it is. Like, if I'm at 10 normally, when people ask me to beatbox, like, on the spot like that, when I'm put on the spot, I'm usually at about a 5 or 6.
Yeah.
Rarely I'll be at a 7.
It's
And
the
I
same
wonder
thing.
if that happens to battlers. But then again, there's anticipation, and they probably practice. It's not on the spot.
Yeah, there's a big difference of when you can prepare for something and just being like something you can do and being asked to do out of nowhere. It's kind of hard.
Because you have to put your head in a headspace.
That's what I was just about to say. Is like, for me, when rapping, it's kind of like, I've always made the comparison to like me as a normal person and me as a rapper. It's like almost like two different people, because like rapper me, I don't even.
Would you call it like an alter ego, maybe?
Yeah, I mean, probably something like that. But it feels like I'm a completely different person when I rap. Like, when I was on stage, you know, performing and stuff, I'm like completely confident in my ability. I know what I'm about to do, blah, 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 blah. But like, when I'm in the crowd or whatever, I was just like, same guy, laid back, real chill, fucking funny guy, whatever. And then I'd get on stage and I'm just like a completely different person. But as soon as I'm off the stage, I'm just right back to, you know, haha, yeah, okay, cool, whatever. You know?
I'm out. I have anxiety. Bye.
yeah. Dude, oh, man. But, like, to really sum that up, I've told this story before. I think it might have been on, like, the very first episode. But, like, when we performed at Wings Cafe in Bloomfield, our first time, me and my old rap group, we were, the only two white people in the club. And they called us up, and the guy was like, now coming to stage, high class and homeless. That shit don't even go together, man. What are y'all going to do?
They're already dogging y'all.
Yeah. So we're walking up with that against us, and the whole crowd.
That's a first episode story, guys.
Yeah.
We're going back.
Yeah. But, you know, whatever. But yeah, Box swears that somebody said, get those white boys out of here, or some shit like that. I didn't hear that, but that reminds me, another wing story. We were leaving there one night, and it was like a car in front of us, and, you know, we're waiting at the stop sign. And then they take off, but like real fucking slow. And Box said to me, just in my car, he just goes, why are they going so slow? He didn't yell it. He didn't say it very loud at all.
Yeah.
Just to where me and him could hear it. Somehow the guy in front of us heard it. And he goes, 'cause we can!
Dude, that reminds me of another story, actually. So I was at the gas station. This is back when I was a teenager, so I think I was 19. I was at a gas station with my ex. I'm going to call her V. We're just going to call her V.
Okay.
And my friend Josh and my friend Chris.
Man, is this the one that exploded?
Yes.
Okay. All right, Pete.
Locked and loaded. So that's going to come into play. Speaking of locked and loaded. Yeah. So when we pull up, some car in the parking lot, and there's a Waffle House next door to this Flash Foods, by the way.
Shout out to Waffle House.
Yeah. Somebody was playing their music so loud. It was like being at a concert.
Yeah.
And I didn't care that much. It was just like, that's a little obnoxious, but okay. And I like to make the joke like, oh, how did you know I wanted to hear that? But anyways, we get in the gas station, and then, you know, V making small talk with the cashier was like, basically talking shit about the guy playing his music, or whoever was playing their music so loud. Mm-hmm. And we didn't know that apparently the guy behind us
Was the guy.
No,
Oh.
he was not. But he did not like what we were talking about. And he thought we were talking about him. But I don't think it was him. Because the music was very loud. And it was not from the car that he went to.
Okay.
But we got back in our car after I got my cigarettes and whatever beverage that I bought.
Probably a ginger ale.
Not at the time. I was probably a big fan of apple juice at the time.
Okay.
Or Mountain Dew. Back then it was probably Mountain Dew. Mountain Dew Voltage, maybe.
Whew, shout out Mountain Dew, dude.
So we get back in my car. By car, I mean 98 Ford Ranger. I don't, that doesn't matter to the story, but I used to have a truck and I really liked it.
He likes to paint the scenery.
Yeah. So you guys, I want you guys to really feel like you're there, you know? And so this guy gets out into his car after being in behind us in line and hearing our conversation. He rolls his window down and he started saying something, but we couldn't really hear him because his music was kind of loud. And he turned it down a little bit and he was like, I thought y'all were talking to, he was talking to V about something. And what I made out was that basically he was like, oh, he's like, okay, I was just making sure y'all weren't talking about me because I can play my music as loud as I want. It's, you know, I'm going to play it as loud as I want to. And after hearing that, I was like, and this is also speaking of being put on the spot, I was like, oh, I got a genius idea. And I was like, I like butt in and I leaned over. I was like, hey, what are y'all talking about? He was like, I was saying, and then I just cranked my music up like as loud as I possibly could. It was like A Day to Remember or something like that. And I was like, I'm sorry, I can't hear you over this loud ass music or whatever. And then I start, you know, I put it in reverse. I start going to leave. And I'm just like, I'm sorry, I can't hear you, man. I'm so sorry. As I'm leaving. And V is flicking him off. And meanwhile, Josh and Chris, Rip Josh, he exploded, are in the truck bed. So we start pulling off. And when we get to our house, or to our destination, rather, Josh and Chris tell us a story. And their story was, while they were in the truck bed and this guy was talking mad shit to us and we were talking mad shit back to him and flicking him off, he had a gun that he was waving out the window the whole time at us. And he's like, I'll shoot y'all motherfuckers or something like that. But I couldn't hear him over my loud ass music. And he looked over at Josh looked over at Chris or one of the other and he was like, this dude's got a gun, man. And they're just out in the open in the truck bed. And our other friend that we got to after he told him the story was like, man, he probably looked at that gun and was like, man, this thing ain't shit. What? Those guys are hard, dude. They didn't give a fuck about a gun.
Didn't even know.
Yeah, that was funny, man. That was the first time I ever got a gun pulled on me without realizing it.
Dude, that reminds me. Okay, same, not like same scenario.
Yeah.
We were out front of my friend's house writing music. This was even further back in the day, but like we were all in my car just writing to beats and shit. And this dude just like walks up, and he's standing in front of my car. He's still a good bit away, but he's staring directly at us, and we can tell that he's trying to talk to us. And he's saying something. He's like drunk or on something. We don't know for sure. We didn't stick around for very long, but I didn't even see it. But Adam, you know, that we've had on here with us, he was up there with me. He looks up. He goes, "Hey man, back up and leave." I was like, "Why?" He's like, "Just do it." I'm like, "Why?" He's like, "That motherfucker's got a gun in his hand." And he's clearly fucked up, and he's just yelling at us now. He's like, "Just fucking get the fuck out of here." I was like, "Oh, okay, yeah, it sounds like a good idea." So we just left.
Did I ever tell you about the car chase that I was in? No.
We'll get to your topics in a bit, guys.
Yeah. I mean, this is the point. We're rabbit holing. We're going to start off with whatever you guys give us and just go for whatever pops into our brain. Speaking of that, this is the story that popped into my brain after hearing that. So I went to a gas station with Chris, same Chris that was in the truck bed. That dude has had some experience, especially with me.
Scott's a bad influence, apparently.
As we were leaving the gas station, like literally like walking to my car, this guy passed me. The only thing I remember about him is that he had a red bandana around his head. I don't know. And this is the time also where like scene kids were wearing bandanas, so I didn't think anything of it at all. And even then, like I still wouldn't have thought that much of it, anyways.
Right.
But bandanas were like in at the time, so I walk back to my car and I start leaving. Or I'm playing my music, whatever, for like as I'm packing my smokes, and then I leave. And by the time that guy's already left the gas station and is back in his car. It's like a Ford Explorer or something. I don't remember. Not important. So as I'm leaving, and they're pulling behind me, I got a weird feeling, like, because they're going the same direction as us, like after leaving out of the gas station. I had a weird feeling, and I looked over at Chris, and I was like, they're going to follow us. They're following us. And he's like, dude, how do you know? What are you talking about? And we got up to the stop sign. I turned my left turn signal on. They turned their left turn signal on. We're going down Sunset Boulevard. And I get down to Pleasant Hill, turn right on the Pleasant Hill.
And they turn
right on the Pleasant Hill. So we don't get very far before we get to Chris's house, by the way. We're going down Pleasant Hill. Chris used to live on Patty Drive. He lived on the first house on the left, which had a tree line in front of it. So I turn left on the Patty Drive. So do they. That confirmed it. Or if it technically doesn't confirm it yet. So I was like, I'm not going to pull into your house. I'm going to take a left again on the Pleasant Hill, and then take another left again on the Patty Drive, go in a circle. So I turn left again on the Patty Drive, and then they do. And then it's confirmed. And meanwhile, the only thing I know about this person is that they had a red bandana on their head, which can mean a few things.
First one that pops into my head is gang.
Yeah. So once we get to the corner, I floor it. And my idea is I'm going to speed around this corner, and I'm going to go left into his driveway, then turn left behind the tree line, cut my lights off. So he doesn't know where we're at. But as I'm flooring it, I don't trust that idea. So I just pass his house and keep going. And obviously they did the same.
Yeah.
They started speeding up after us. And then I get back on the Pleasant Hill. They're back on the Pleasant Hill. Meanwhile, I have a donut for one of my tires, by the way, because I had just had a flat tire. So what I'm doing is very dangerous.
Yeah.
And I'm going down Pleasant Hill like 70 miles per hour. Like, I'm hauling ass. They're not far behind. Yeah. They're probably going 70 as well. I turn left onto Sunset, and I just start weaving through streets. I mean, I'm just going left, right, left, left, right, left, right. And I almost go into a park because my brakes locked because I was going that fast, and I reached the bottom of a hill. And when that happened, I looked up the street, and they were just turning onto the street to start to follow us. And then I kept going, took a right, left, right, and never saw him again. To this day, I don't know who the fuck that was, and I was not going to find out.
Probably good if you don't.
Yeah. I was just in a little Dodge Neon with
He's trying to dodge some bullets.
trying to dodge some bullets with a donut for a tire.
Mission accomplished, player. You did it.
Man.
You did it, man.
It was a crazy experience for sure.
Yeah.
No one else on the road. The whole time. No one crossed our paths. Especially not a police car.
Was it like at night or something?
Yeah, it was nighttime.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, you said something about turning lights off. Okay, that makes sense. That would have been funny if they just went back to Patty Drive and waited, because they're like, well, they kept circling around here. Let's just, maybe they come back.
Chris wouldn't have got home that night.
All right, Chris, you live with me now.
Yeah.
Come on, buddy. Not gonna let you die. Y'all weren't like talking shit to him or anything? You just random encounter?
Nope. That never said a word to the guy coming in and out of the gas station.
You didn't say something like, people that wear red bandanas are stupid as fuck, and he was just like, hey, fuck you, I got a red bandana.
That same gas station, somebody was, they had their hands in their pants, and they were doing what you think they were.
Like masturbation?
Yes.
Hands in pants?
Yeah.
Okay.
He was having fun. A little too much fun.
Sounds like it.
And he wanted to remind us that we weren't having enough fun as we were walking by. He said, if you're not jacking your dick, what are you doing? You're not living. And I thought it was very profound, but I thought it was also very inappropriate.
A little bit. I mean, the guy's dropping gems and loads at the same time.
Oh man, I think that's the end of that rabbit hole. I think we got to the nook or the den.
We busted that nut. All right, you want to go with one of yours or?
Yeah, let's. I made a post asking for prompts or questions or topics.
Most of them were kink related.
See what happened.
Scott.
Yeah,
and I've created a fucking terrible life.
Created a monster, man. All right, so I'm just gonna go through these. Ryan Cape said, "Weirdest kink you've ever heard."
Okay.
I think I'm gonna have to go with
his own. Tell us.
Good one. I'm gonna have to go with. I don't understand the whole baby thing. Like
facts.
Like wearing the diaper and pretending to be a child.
Yeah, it's fucking
Or a
weird.
baby.
And if you do that, feel bad. That's the only. I don't kink shame much.
That's you're kink shaming that.
Dude, that furries and fucking just
Well, I don't think furries is a kink. I think people. I mean, well, never mind. It surely can. But the furry community isn't necessarily a
off.
kink. I actually heard that they're like this guy went to a convention and just did a bunch of interviews, and then he found that a lot of people that were into like the personas and stuff like that in the furry community, a lot of times were like autistic or socially like had trouble, like had a lot of social anxiety, and then they all felt like putting on this persona and basically getting to be someone else, it like helped them interact with other people.
Yeah.
And so there was actually like a real like non-sexual reasoning behind it for a lot of people that he interviewed.
I know furries isn't really a kink. It's a fucking.
But it's fun
thing.
to make fun of sometimes.
But nah, that fucking sucks, dude. Because my kid's autistic. If he grows up to be a furry,
You're gonna disown him?
fuck yeah. Fuck yeah, dude. You want to just find your place in the world? Well, find your way the fuck out of my house. Not really, I won't. But god damn, it's gonna be hard to fucking deal with if he does.
So you're in agreement on that's the weirdest kink that we've ever heard.
Oh, the baby thing. Yes, for just like creep factor, but like also like people that like to
Fucking sounding, dude.
Be shit on?
Sounding also. bothers me.
sounding's weird, but like whatever.
That bothers me.
Why? It's just shoving something. In your
I know.
pee-hole.
I don't even say it. I know what it is. Well, the listeners need to know. Do they?
It's shoving rods in your dick hole.
Things, yeah.
They're
This
sounding
is making
rods.
some noise. I'm sorry, guys.
It's an actual medical procedure, but some people do it for a
Yeah.
kink.
I'm
That
actually
to me isn't
regretful I
that
brought that up.
weird. Honestly, like I can see, like okay, whatever. I don't understand the purpose.
It causes
of it.
me pain and emotional torment.
Why? It's just
hearing about it.
Your dick hole stretches when you pee.
Stop that.
Okay. Anyway, people that like get to get shit on and stuff like that, and just like rub shit all over, like that's really weird.
Yeah, it is.
We got a good top three here.
Good top three.
Okay, so a lot of people want to argue about the whole baby and diaper thing is not necessarily DDLG. I kind of group them all together.
I think it's different.
I might be a little closed-minded, but it's weird. If you're acting like a kid, don't.
But I can say that, like, I can understand some crazy, like, maybe something traumatic happened and that's how their brain decided to rewire and cope with it. But the shitting is a little more confusing to me and how that came about, you know?
Look, I'm not one to kink shame.
Unless
I'm
it's
kink shaming diapers.
the grading thing, I don't know.
Maybe. And cucking. That's weird. Like, what? Just watching your spouse get fucked by somebody else, and then they just sit there and tell you how bad at sex you are. What the fuck is wrong with y'all? I'm pretty depressed, and I fucking get pretty down on myself. But even I'm like, I see that. I'm like, I've got a little bit more dignity. The fuck?
And then, do you think the feet thing is weird? People with the feet?
No. I hype it up because it's an internet thing.
Yeah.
I don't
well,
really...
just because it's popular doesn't make it not weird. It is common, but does that make it not weird?
I mean, every kink is weird to somebody.
Yeah, you're right. That's the point of it being a quote unquote a kink. It's usually taboo.
Everything's weird to somebody. Feet thing isn't that bad. Everybody just hypes it up, and I go along with the joke. I don't really care that much. I've sucked toes and all that shit before. I don't fucking care.
All right, moving on. You got a comment, or do you want me to go to my next one?
Yeah, I got some comments.
Okay.
All right, this one's going to be quick. It's really one-sided for me because Wes specifically said for me to tell this story. So I'm going to get this out of the way. It's not as great as I want it to be, but it's a story nonetheless.
Okay.
He asked me to tell lot lizard stories.
I think you've done that before, but let's hear it.
I might have. This happened in Michigan. The only real lot lizard experience I've ever had. It's a very short interaction. I was sitting in my driver's seat smoking a cigarette. I saw this car pull up. 2 or 3 women hopped out the back. They started making their rounds. And I'm like, oh shit, I know what this is. So I'm just sitting there in my truck, smoking a cigarette, windows down a bit. And this one of the ladies walked up to my truck, and just stood there at my driver door and looked up at me. I looked down at her. She looked at me, and I looked at her. Nobody said anything. We just kept looking at each other. And I just shook my head no. And then she walked away. So that's that. But this one might classify as a lot lizard story. It wasn't at a truck stop. It was a random lady. I was at a Dollar Tree because I used to work on that Dollar Tree account. What's going on? What's distracting you?
Roach.
Oh, okay. All right, you're still
The possibility of roach.
Yeah, gotcha. All right, so this was at a Dollar Tree in Augusta, Georgia. Would not recommend staying the night there. But since I had to deliver to the stores, that's what I had to do a lot. Anyway, I'm out front. I just went to the Waffle House that was out in the parking lot. It's good stuff. Again, smoking a cigarette. This is probably why I quit smoking for the most part. I kind of smoke here and there every now and then, but whatever. Not important. Rachel, don't listen to this. But so I'm just sitting there smoking, and this lady walks up, older black lady. I don't know if she was on drugs or drunk or what, but she was definitely under the influence of something. And she just walks up. She goes, "Hey." I'm like, "Hey, how's it going?"
Yeah.
And she was like, "How you doing?" I'm like, I'm okay. How about you?" She was like, "I'm fine." And
Just being abstinent over here.
Yeah, just being a child of God. But I usually get change requests, so I always assume that when somebody comes to my truck, I assume they want money. So I immediately said, I don't have any change or anything. She was like, "Nah, that's okay." She was like, "What's a good-looking man like you doing out here?" I'm like, it's like, I gotta deliver in the morning here. She was like, "Oh, you need some company?" I was like, "No."
Did you put emphasis on the part of the company?
No, but she's like, "I'll get up in there. I'll take you to bed." I'm like, "No."
She went in. Okay.
No. And she got back around to money, but came back. She's like, "Look, I'm trying to get some money." I'm like, "I don't have any." She's like, "There's an ATM down the street." I'm like, "I'm not taking money out of an ATM for you." I'm like, "I'm not giving you $20. Come on, what the fuck?"
That's an interesting business strategy.
Yeah, and she was like, "Well, can I get some cigarettes?" I'm like, "Yeah, here's like 3 of them. Go away." And that was the end of that. So that worked out.
Please protect yourself. By the way.
Yeah. Be safe.
Yeah, I don't have any lot lizard experiences, so that's the end of my part of that.
That's it. Sorry, I just wanted to get that out because I knew it would be pretty short.
I have heard the first one. I did not hear that second one though.
Yeah. I tried to make it a bit on stand-up. It didn't work that well, though. So
It could.
It could with some working. You're right. But I don't care.
Always could. All right. Up next, I have very little experience with this, so you're probably going to take the lead on this if you feel like discussing it at all. Kayleandra Powell commented, "Shower sex. Very overrated."
Tell her to
Not
accept
good
my friend request from my new profile.
Okay.
Sorry.
Kayleandra Powell.
Yes.
Accept his friend request from the new profile.
Fuck you. I knew you were going to do that shit when I said it.
She said, shower sex, period. Very overrated, comma. Not good for the body parts. Controversial, but true. Then she replied to herself, worst of all, almost impossible to make work.
Yeah.
That comment was liked by Rachel Kristen Hill.
Yeah, we are both aware that shower sex is not the move. But to add a bit of perspective to shower sex, if you're into piss play, if you like to be peed on or pee on somebody, that's the best place to do it.
A lot of people do it in the showers.
If you're into peeing or being peed on, get in the shower.
It's like having a bidet from above.
Dude, I mean, it's really a golden shower then, because it's so much, dude. Just, bruh. But yeah, shower sex is not the move. It's very hard to get your footing.
Seems like a very slippery
Yes.
place to try to
Exactly.
mount something.
And specifically, me and Rachel, we are the exact same height. So I gotta stand on my tiptoes.
Someone's gonna be higher than the other person.
Okay, so we are the exact same height. I'm taller torso, she's taller legs. Okay. Not a good combo when I have the dick. And maybe a pegging. No, okay, no, probably still not. But
because then the math checks out.
Yeah.
According to that theory.
Facts. Oh, if okay, fuck it, we're kinks, whatever. I have discovered that I guess doggy is the best position for me to get pegged in. It's very good. It's good stuff. It's good stuff. And I don't know if Rachel wants me putting this out there, but you know how I do. I put too much out there. She ate my ass a couple weeks ago.
You've already told us.
On the podcast?
Yes.
Did I?
Yep. If you guys want to listen to that, go back and listen to our last episode, I believe.
No.
Or the episode before
I
that.
was about to say, well, it definitely wasn't last episode.
Yeah, because it was
very
very
serious.
shortly after it happened you talked about it.
Well, I remember telling you guys, because
Yeah.
we went to that party that night.
And you guys
the
just
night
got
that
out of the
it happened.
shower.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that happened before I went with you to that party that I didn't want to go to and regretted the next day.
So I had no idea that I drove in a car with somebody who had a freshly licked asshole.
Freshly licked.
And then you're like, hey, I gotta go. Like, was it something I said? Did?
Yeah. I mean, the party was fun.
You had to leave and go contemplate. Was that okay? Yeah.
No, it was good. In the moment, I'm like, yo, I like this. I didn't think I would. And I honestly, I got a hairy ass. I try to keep it as clean as possible. I mean, fresh out of the shower is best time to get it done. Because, oh, listen, and also, big plug for Dr. Bronner's. Not a sponsor, but holy shit, your asshole will feel fresher than it's ever been, dude. It will be so fresh.
Moving on. Up next.
Wait, you just did one. I got.
Cadman's got it next.
Yeah, come on, dude. Okay, so she wrote a lot of suggestions here. So, do you want me to read all 4 of them and we pick the best out of that?
Whatever strikes our fancy.
Okay. So the first one is dogs versus cats, which that's pretty quick. We
Like in a battle? Like in a fight?
Well, I don't know. Probably just like your favorite. Okay, the second is coffee versus energy drinks. Third is honey barbecue or open pit barbecue.
We can quickly go through all these, actually.
And then the last one is thrift store shopping. God damn.
DD Mega Doo-Doo.
Thrift store shopping, good or bad? Okay. Fuck.
I wish we had that sound bite. DD Mega Doo-Doo.
Okay, so are we gonna run?
Let's start with the first one.
We do A, B, C, and D on this one.
Dogs versus cats. I do believe that the biggest cat in existence would destroy the biggest dog in existence by a landslide.
Oh, you're going with that? Okay.
I said dogs versus cats.
Yeah. Okay. So anyway,
Do you think she meant something else?
I think she meant the normal meaning. Yeah. I think she meant the normal thing. Yeah. But if we want to take it there, let's see. What's the biggest dog? Are we talking like dog breeds, like wolves and everything, and cats are like lions
I think so.
and tigers and all involved? Okay, so let's
extrapolate that.
let's see. What's the biggest dog? It's just wolves, right? It's really just like dog breeds and wolves.
Wolves, yes.
There's no other like big game dog.
Now, if we're basing this on
Coyotes, I guess, but they're smaller
wolves,
than wolves.
yeah, on how they if it's just a wolf on like the biggest big cat, I think the biggest big cat would win.
Yeah.
But wolves typically are in a pack.
Yeah.
And I think in that scenario, they might actually.
They probably
stand a
if they
chance.
gang up, that's the only
Yeah,
chance.
but that's not fair.
But if it's like 1-on-1, the cat's probably gonna wreck shit.
Oh, easily.
Either a lion or a tiger, they're both gonna fuck them up.
Yeah.
It doesn't even have to be that big. It could be a fucking cougar or a puma or some shit. Probably gonna fuck a wolf up.
No,
You don't think so?
I don't think so.
I don't think so. I think so, man.
Maybe. Probably. You're probably right.
Because they got them. They got big fat fucking paws.
Wolves,
Dude.
I mean, they're fucking.
They're a motherfucker.
I think like the biggest breed of wolf, probably, maybe.
Okay, wait, a bull mastiff. This is a big dog.
It's a big dog.
It's a huge dog.
But
It's so big.
it's not a wolf.
But it's big.
Yeah,
It's
but it's not.
huge.
It's domesticated.
Yeah, I know.
It's not designed to fight.
But it could probably fucking
not very
hold its own.
scrappy.
It won't die fast, maybe.
I mean, they take down bigger animals than bull mastiff. Those things have taken down like elephants, probably.
Tigers and lions?
You're probably right.
Yeah, I mean,
But they
typically take down
I have a feeling
smaller
that they
game.
have taken down an elephant once.
They might. I don't
That
know.
was that's what they get passed down to
They
the
don't even-
children.
they
There's
can't
like the
really-
legend of That one tiger that killed that elephant.
Literally killed like a baby elephant. They're not taking out a full-grown elephant, dude.
Well, that's the real story, but they're not going to tell you that.
Yeah.
They're going to tell you it was the big elephant.
I was about to say, because like tigers and
We
lions,
took down a woolly mammoth.
they're not even fucking with hippos, dude. Hippos fuck shit up.
Oh, you're right. You're
So,
right.
Nice little circle back around from the fucking first TikTok video I played. A little less gay than the first part, but you know, whatever, dude. If you're gay, that's okay.
All right. So I think we're going to give this one to tigers. Or cats.
Yeah.
I think
And
cats
in the
win.
normal meaning, I think we both are more cat people than dog people. I know Scott,
Yeah.
Scott's been like that.
I would love to be that dog person, but I don't have the body design because to be a real good dog person, you have to be able to walk them and like go hiking, go on trails with them, and keep them entertained.
cats
and
are low
I'm
maintenance.
so bad at that.
I fuck with cats, dude. I've always been a dog person, like, my whole life. Well, I've really been, like, an animal person overall, but
Yeah.
I was like, you know, I've always had dogs more than cats and everything, but, like, after having both in the house, man, I fuck with the cat way more. They're so laid back, and everybody gives cat shit about being assholes, which, I mean, Skills kind of was when she, like, put her stomach
She
for
was
to be
we
rough.
used to call her bitch.
Bitch.
She's being a bitch.
Yeah, but, like, cats are just so laid back, and then, like, if you have an attachment with the cat, and they show you love where everybody's always like, cats are assholes, and it's like, nah, cats are pretty cool if you're not a dick to them.
And they all have personalities too. I mean, they're all
Yeah.
different.
And my
And-
dog is just a needy bitch and super jealous. Whenever I pet the cat, the dog just comes
Oh,
running.
yeah.
I'm like, oh, fuck off, dude. And then she like just runs up to the cat for no reason and starts barking at her and trying to like fucking start fights. I'm like, yo, I'll fucking throw you out and keep the cat. Fuck you. All right, so the second part of that one was coffee versus energy drinks.
That one's easy for me.
You don't like coffee.
I love coffee. It's my favorite beverage.
I thought you didn't drink it because of the acid reflux.
Exactly.
Okay.
It's a very sad little world that I live in. And I will say that I've been drinking coffee for probably a month now, several weeks. And even though I shouldn't be.
Is that why you're throwing up in your mouth over there?
Yeah, I think so.
I'm
I haven't had coffee today, though.
I'm more of an energy drink guy, specifically
Yeah.
Rands and like Bangs, the more potent energy drinks, whatever. But I drink like 2 or 3 a day, and I'm typically fine. So I probably have problems.
You'd be surprised to know what the last energy drink that I even took a sip of was.
Probably a Monster, Rockstar, Rip It. I don't even know.
Vault.
Oh,
That's how long it's been.
damn, dude.
And I can't fuck with energy drinks because at one point they gave me anxiety. So now that has happened, they will give me anxiety because my mind will make it happen.
Nice. You live a weird life, my friend.
I sure do.
So you need to talk to like some kind of guru, some kind of meditation guidance person. You gotta learn to let shit go, my friend. But I do like coffee. I don't like hot coffee at all. I fucking hate hot coffee.
Love my iced coffee, dude.
I mean, I'm a frozen guy.
You're a Frappuccino guy, probably?
Yeah. I fuck with frozen
Maybe a
coffee.
latte?
But I will fuck with iced coffee, especially over hot coffee any day of the week.
Do you like iced coffee or over cold brew?
I don't know. I don't think I've had cold brew.
Cold brew is the coffee's brewed cold. Iced coffee is that's brewed hot, but then put in ice, so it's cold.
Yeah, but don't they typically serve cold brew cold too?
Yes.
Okay. Well, you made it seem like they didn't.
Oh, I'm saying they're both. The outcome is cold for both.
Yeah.
But one's brewed hot, one's brewed cold.
Yeah. I don't think I've ever tried a cold brew.
Tastes like
It tastes like regular.
coffee.
Yeah. I figured. Okay, so that's that. I'm pretty on both sides of that one. More so energy drinks though. I'm going more energy drinks than coffee. And Scott is more coffee than energy drinks. I like almost 100% more.
Yeah.
All right, so that's that. The third one was honey barbecue or open pit. I don't really understand because I mean open pit barbecue is just a cooking style, and you can make open pit barbecue.
Depends on what I'm eating.
Honey barbecue.
I don't think I want honey barbecue on my ribs.
That sounds good though.
It does. But I think I would prefer like an open pit style barbecue.
I mean,
Like a more smoky taste, you know.
maybe that's what
smoky.
she meant was smoky barbecue versus
Yeah.
honey barbecue.
Open
What she
pit was a
going
little
for.
too open to interpretation.
Yeah. Okay. So we'll change it to our definition of smoky versus honey. And they've both got so many good qualities about them. I don't know.
If I'm eating wings, bet your ass I want my honey barbecue.
Yeah.
Especially Pizza Hut's honey barbecue is the best honey barbecue.
Okay. You've said that before. I still don't know how I feel about that.
We're going to have to do a taste test.
We are.
We're going to get a bunch of wings.
Mr. Different.
And we're going to get all their honey barbecue wings.
Mr. Different wants to link up with us for extra content too, so
Okay.
we can try and set all that up at one time. But yeah, I like honey barbecue. It's one of my top 5 for sure, wing flavors. But like maybe like you're saying, I mean, I love some like Sweet Baby Ray's barbecue sauce on ribs and like just something sweet.
Mm-hmm.
And I usually use their honey barbecue. So
I think, man, that is a tough question because both could work for most scenarios.
Yeah.
Like for example, if I had smoked wings, I probably want the with like a more open pit style barbecue.
You want
sauce.
You want smoky to go with the smoked flavor.
Exactly.
Yeah, but maybe that's too much.
Although I
too
usually
much
eat smoked wings, raw, like not raw,
Just
naked.
Naked, yeah. Naked.
N-E-K-K, what? N-E-K-K-E-D.
Nekkid. And
What's that last one?
thrift store shopping, good or bad? I fucks with
Fucking
Goodwill, dude. So hard.
I haven't been thrift store shopping in a long time, but I always find something cool.
Yeah, so like shout out to Goodwill. I don't think like TJ Maxx and Ross count as thrift store.
I like going to the stores that are like a mom and pop thrift store.
Yeah.
Rather than like a Goodwill.
Well,
that's
I'm typically looking for clothes when I'm at Goodwill.
When I go to a thrift store, I have no plan. I'm not going there to find something.
Yeah,
I'm going there to just see what's there.
Yeah, that's fine too. But like typically when I go to Goodwill, I have a plan. I need clothes,
Yeah.
and I'm not trying to spend a lot. But like just thrift storing, like Rachel's really into like antiques and shit. Like sometimes, usually we're too broke to worry about it, so we don't go do it a lot, even just to browse.
I love antique stores. There's one in where is it at? It's Byron, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Big antique store. We used to go there as kids and get baseball cards and other things.
Would Smiley's a flea market? Would that technically kind of classify as
I
thrift
think
store?
that's different than.
You think that's different?
Yeah. Usually they have like stands with different types of like items that aren't just random thrift stuff. It's
but some
usually
people
a
have
targeted
thrift
item.
shit
Yeah,
at Smiley's.
but I don't. But I wouldn't. I mean, I think there would be a thrift section in Smiley's. I don't think Smiley's is a thrift place. Though.
Yeah. I mean, overall, no, it's not. But they have a section of it there. So we're both in agreement. Thrift stores are okay with us.
Absolutely.
That's about the only thing Macklemore ever did good. Was that one song?
All right.
Why is this
so
uneven?
Up next,
Anyway.
we got
Stop fucking with it.
Brett Ling commented. Not sure if there's going to be much to talk about on this one. Yo, computer security, cybersecurity awareness, Linux, hacking, cyberpunk culture, and music that goes with it.
I don't know. I have no idea.
I don't either. I think that's not an on-the-spot kind of question.
Yeah. Back to the first
Full
topic.
circle.
It's a good call.
I'm on the spot. I can't answer that one.
I don't have any fucking clue. There's
I
not
love my
a part of
computer.
me that knows anything about this.
Yeah, I've got to try playing Among Us. That's about the only answer I got to that. I bought it. I have not played it yet, but I plan on playing it soon.
Let's talk about how you paid for a free game.
No, on the computer, it's if you want to play it on desktop or whatnot. I don't want to play it on my phone.
That's whack.
That'll
It's
take the
hard.
fun out of
It's
it.
hard to play on the phone. Honestly, I hate the controls.
So Robert Wallace, since I have to skip that one, I'm going to go to the next one.
Yeah.
Robert Wallace commented, "Is bacon really unhealthy, or is it actually really healthy for us?" And I think the key is moderation.
No, it's good.
I think it can be healthy, and I think it can be unhealthy.
Okay, so here's the thing. Everybody's body is different. So
That's
what's
true.
healthy for somebody is not healthy for everybody. Everybody gives bacon shit for being high in fat content. If you're on a keto diet or a low carb diet, bacon is considered healthy because of its high fat content.
It depends
and
on
low
what
carb.
you're mixing the bacon with on a meal-to-meal basis, lifestyle-wise. But also, to be fair, we are not nutritionists. We are not doctors. We've not been educated in this type of environment. So we can't answer that with a with enough confidence.
No, I can speak from my experiences.
Oh, from my experience. Okay.
Yes.
Sure.
It worked great. I ate bacon. I ate wings. I ate all sorts of things that everybody says is typically unhealthy, but on a low carb diet, it works perfectly with what you're trying to do because it's low
And
carb
your body also
and high fat.
interacts with the ingredients in a way that it is not unhealthy for us.
So if you are diabetic, specifically, bacon healthy. Anything in excess is not healthy, of course, but eat bacon, eat wings, eat.
Do you have any more comments, or do you want to keep reading? I don't know what that sound is.
Okay. Yeah, I got more. I guess. Yeah. I mean, I know I got more.
Oh, you're gonna love this next one.
I've been skipping around on mine though. Okay, so neither one of us are gonna know about this, I don't think, but we can kind of based on first blind reaction to it.
Okay.
Summer Davison says Demi Lovato's ex-fiance is a narcissist. Okay, and she sent me a screhshot of the article.
I'm buying it.
From TMZ. It says Demi Lovato ex-fiance Max Ehrich, Ehrich, sulks at beach where he proposed. And it's got a picture of him. I guess it's a video actually. If you go to the article, it's got him sitting there looking all sad on the beach. I guess where he proposed to Demi Lovato. So it's kind of a fuckboy move, yeah.
Okay.
I think that's what she's trying to get
Was it
at.
a photo shoot?
It seemed like photo shooty.
No one caught him in the moment.
I don't know. That's just him there sitting on the beach, sad.
Well, I don't want to kick a guy while he's down.
That's the perfect time to kick somebody.
I mean, they are very vulnerable.
They're right at kicking level, dude.
If you're gonna kick them while they're down,
It's the least effort you have to put into kicking somebody. What the fuck is that? Who's yelling?
Hold on a second. Do you want to pause the recording?
No.
All right, keep them busy.
All right, so I guess I'm by myself right now. Scott's doing that white people thing where he goes towards the sound. Like in horror movies when the white person goes towards the sound and then they die. This is what Scott's doing right now. But he's scared of a roach. I don't get it. White people are confusing. So anyway. Maybe. We have determined that we don't know, but we think maybe people are partying on a Sunday at 11:06 at night.
I want to close this door.
Scott recorded us trying to get the roach out of here earlier, so I don't know where he posted that to, but
Haven't posted it yet.
Well, when he does post it, then by Friday, I'm sure it'll be posted. By the time you hear this, it probably exists.
I'm back.
Scott's back. He did not die. This is not a horror movie.
My life is a horror movie.
It's your fault, dude.
So, Erich, is he a narcissist? I think so.
It sounds like it.
I'm going to go with yes. That's what my instinct tells me.
Seems like it. Honestly, there's a bit of every celebrity, and if you're involved with a celebrity on a romantic level, you typically fall into a narcissistic scale somewhere.
Yeah.
You almost have to survive in that world. So.
And I'm sure there's an argument to be made that there's probably a healthy level of narcissism.
Yes, there is. There's healthy levels of everything. Social media, though, seems to bring out an unhealthy level of narcissism in a lot of people.
So the term narcissism gets a bad rap.
Yeah. Anything that's taken to an extreme gets a bad rap.
Not everything.
Everything.
Okay.
Name one that doesn't.
You're putting me on the spot here. Man.
All right, then. That's what I thought. If your guns ain't big enough for war. Have I ever told that story on here?
No.
Okay, let me derail real quick.
Okay.
This guy, Tantrum. You don't remember that name?
I do remember that name, so maybe I have heard this.
Okay, I think I might have told it a while back. I don't remember when.
Let's hear it.
But anyway, so we were at the club, the Power Station, before, back when it was Power Station. And we were all hanging out. It was me, my friend, two of my friends, John. They were both named John. And my friend Angie and this guy Tantrum, who I had met earlier that night. And he's a cool dude, but he's built like a fucking brick shit house.
Okay.
Very large, very scary, intimidating person. People say, I don't want to meet them in a dark alley. You don't want to meet this guy in a well-lit alley. Scary. But But he's real cool. He's real, he's real laid back, good vibes. You didn't, like, once you get to know him, you're like, okay, all right, this guy's just, but you know that there's something there about him that's kind of still intimidating a little bit. So anyway, we're all hanging out, having a good good time at the club. I'm the DD, as always. Anyway, probably why I don't drink now. But, so we're all hanging out. Tantrum starts getting drunk, and probably drunker than everybody else. And then, he looked at my friend John. He goes, your guns ain't big enough for war. And everybody's like, what? He's like, your guns ain't big enough for war. And we're all like, what does this mean? And then he turns his attention to the entire dance floor because we're up on, like, they had like a little upper level kind of deal that looked over. So we're all just hanging out up there. It's the least crowded place. And he looks down at the dance floor and he's like, their guns ain't big enough for war. Nobody knows what he meant to this day. Nothing ever came out of that. But we were all terrified. We didn't know where this aggression was about to be pointed.
We should leave.
Yes, I think that's what we decided to do.
I'm in danger.
Everybody's in danger. We are doing a public service right now by getting this man out of here. So that was it was one of those moments where you prepared for the worst and then the worst never came. So that was good. Yeah. But woo boy. Okay, sorry. Next topic.
You're gonna love this one because your wife liked it.
Okay.
Does letting a woman peg you make you gay? By Ryan Cape.
If it does, then who cares?
No, I think it does not.
It's not. Okay, we're going to go down to real basics here. We're going to break this down to super duper basic. Anything between a person and another person of the opposite sex literally cannot be gay.
Okay.
Just by definition alone. Homosexuality is an attraction to the same gender.
But what if she told you to pretend that I'm a guy?
Well, I mean, it's pseudo-gay.
I think it's on a spectrum, but I'm willing to say that 99% of the time it's probably not gay.
Sexuality is a spectrum.
Yes. My answer is very quick. No, does not make you gay.
Yeah.
It doesn't make you gay. Doesn't mean that you're not.
Yeah. I mean, gay people
probably
not gay, but like bi, pan,
yeah.
whatever. I mean, anybody can get pegged. That sounds like a threat more than just.
All y'all can get it.
Hide your kids, hide your wife. We're pegging everybody out here.
Kellyanne Powell commented, yesterday was Mental Health Awareness Day. Could talk about that.
Hey, she accepted my friend request after I bullied her.
Thank you, Kellyanne.
Dude, shout out to Kellyanne. She's really cool, but she let my friend request sit there for a while. I'm a little upset about that. I love you still, but you hurt me deep. So mental health awareness. I kind of brushed up on the topic last week from my experiences. I still haven't. I mean, I haven't gone and since then I haven't went to the doctor to get checked up and see what's still going on. But so at the age of 13, I was gonna kill myself. So I was depressed, suicidal. At 13, while I was at the hospital, I got diagnosed with ADHD, bipolar, schizophrenia, all this shit. So I've had my struggles with mental illness and trying to overcome these things. And it's always been weird to me. And I don't want to be one of those people that's like, all you people out here faking mental illness to look cool on the internet kind of shit. It's like, there's probably some people that are doing that.
And if they're doing it, probably because they have mental illness.
See, yeah, it's a hard
yeah.
It's a hard thing to take a stance on like that, because I'm thinking like they probably do suffer and they don't exactly know how to cope with it other than talking about it, and people respond positively to that. So you always are gravitated to what people respond positively to. It's just human nature. Even if you're, got mental illness going on, you still kind of have basics of human nature that you're going to react to like that. So it's just weird because I've always been more open than a lot of people. So like when I was 8 and I got...
Did you fart?
Yes.
God damn, guy.
Sorry, I was trying to have a serious conversation. I didn't want to distract from it. But but like, when I got kind of molested.
Yeah.
I didn't...
That ship sailed, by the way.
What?
Before I get distracted on it.
Yeah. Well, I didn't want to get distracted. I was trying to keep it cool, and then you distracted. So that's on Scott. Distract count 1. No, No, we fucking too far on it. Anyway. But yeah, so I've always been more open, and I've caught a lot of flack for being open about my mental illness, and people like giving me shit about it, like, oh, you're just looking for attention, blah blah blah. And I'm like, I'm just talking about problems that I'm having.
Yeah.
And I mean, it's like whatever. I get it. Not everybody's gonna relate, and that's fine. I'm actually glad that people can't relate sometimes because you didn't have to go through the same shit I had to go through. And that's great. But just don't be a dickhead to people for no reason. Unless I give you a reason to be a dickhead to me, which I will, just give me time. But until then, don't.
Oh yeah, there's plenty of other reasons.
Yeah, I'll give you the ammo. Just give me time. But it's coming around now where more people are willing to talk about it. More people are willing to receive those kind of those discussions and everything. Mm-hmm. So I think that's great, and I'm glad that there's such a big push to be aware of it and. To just let people know, like, it's okay. We're all going through things. I hate trying to be serious because I can't put words together that well. I can do it a lot better when I'm trying to be funny, but like this is a very serious
the
topic.
most honest moment you've ever had on this show.
Yeah,
is that
probably
just then.
Yeah, but in all sincerity, it's great that more people are feeling comfortable enough to be who they are. Let people know what's going on with them. And that includes, like mental illness, LGBT. Like, there's a whole big push for a whole lot of things, and I think it's in a lot of ways it's good. It's progressing to a comfortable place, and everybody's more comfortable with being who they are. And I think that's that can't be wrong, unless you're a pedophile. Don't be comfortable about that ever.
And if being wrong is wrong, I don't want to be right. Wait, what? Or if being right is wrong, I don't want to be right.
I don't know. Probably not the best time to chime in.
Up.
After I just said something about being a pedophile, and you go, "If being wrong is wrong, I don't want to be right."
Well, I just heard. All I heard was like,
you might want to listen a little better, but because I'm not editing that out.
I'm gonna be honest with you. Yeah, I don't exactly know. I just know that it had to do with positive directions of mental health and how it's things being wrong or right. I don't know. And it's reminded me of that line in a song that I forgot. That I butchered, probably.
If loving you is wrong, I don't want to be right. That's the line.
Maybe.
That's a very popular line.
Moving on.
So, you have anything about mental illness? Awareness?
Awareness.
I mean, do you have struggles with mental illness?
Yeah, it runs in my family, especially on my mom's side. So it's kind of like inevitable that I was going to deal with it and have to cope with it.
Yeah.
I've dealt with my share of depression, but at a pretty there was only one time when Jesus fuck, that was louder than I was expecting. I'm so sorry, guys. And that was blasphemy. That just threw me off. Yeah, I had depression one year, and when I quit my job, it changed things a lot. I think I've talked about it on the podcast before.
Yeah, we talked about it a bit last week.
Yeah. And I've dealt with
right?
like anxiety. Yeah, Purdue. Yeah. I've dealt with anxiety a lot and still dealing with it. It's a work in progress. But yeah, I'm very, very aware of mental health,
yeah.
Both dealing with it personally and with by proxy other people.
Yep.
And I'm glad to see it being taken more seriously today than it was, some years ago.
Yeah. There's still people out there that aren't taking it serious. That's fine. Yeah. Not everybody's going to be on board with it. But especially if somebody reaches out to you, that's because they're telling you how they feel, and they especially if they mention suicidal thoughts. Don't take that lightly. Because if they feel comfortable enough with you to bring that up, that you're probably a pretty important person in their life, mm-hmm. and don't take that moment for granted. That's probably that's a really important thing, because you could be their last effort to like not kill themselves. And I know that's a lot of pressure to just put on people, but it's like it's something as simple as just talking back to somebody sometimes can keep them here and save them and get them through whatever trials and shit they're going through. Mm-hmm. So you don't have to know the perfect things to say. You don't have to be perfect person. Whatever. If you just
even if it means changing the subject just to have a conversation with them, it's better than leaving them on red.
For sure.
But that could end up being a whole podcast in and of itself. So,
Yeah.
Let's move on. So the next question we have, unless you have any more in your post, Kenman?
Blaine gave me a topic. When he replied, it kind of explained it a little more. Because when I first read it, I'm like, what? So all it says is free will versus determinism. So that's kind of like a religious leaning thing, is how I'm taking it. Excuse me.
Oh, free will.
Well, I don't know what he meant exactly. He said we could call him, but if you want to do that, we can save that for like towards the end or something.
We can save that for another episode.
Another episode?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'm just gonna give a quick thing.
I feel like that we can really go in on that, and I'm sure we're probably coming up on wrapping this episode up.
Yeah. But here's my biggest thing, and like on a religious standpoint, Christianity specifically, they always say that God knows everything. Your whole life's been planned out, but you have free will.
I don't think that's the case. I think that is debatable amongst the Christian community.
The theistic community.
Yes.
What have we had religious talks? None.
Very little.
Yeah.
I think we could definitely go in on an episode talking about different religions, our experiences with it, and whatnot. Same way we did with death. We'll just cover our bases and kind of explore other.
Dude, honestly,
bases.
let's sidebar real quick, because the way that this has been going for the past 3 weeks, with guests just like wanting to be on the show and then not showing up for it, not letting us know ahead of time they're not going to show up. Which I get it. Life happens.
I want to start preparing different topics that we can.
I'd like to just stop having guests.
I love having guests.
I do too, but fucking tired of this shit.
We'll just not. We'll lower our expectations of guests and have topics ready. And if they flake, then we're good to go.
Yeah. But anyway, where I stand religiously, just like a quick thing, we're gonna do a full episode later on.
And I feel like this is a good exercise for us to make us better podcasters as well. On top of that,
we're already the best, dude.
Right?
We're fucking better. The only competition I have is with the man in the mirror.
you fucking dumbass, dude. And there's a mirror right in front of him as he said that. That is why it's so perfect.
But where I stand religiously.
Don't forget, we gotta take pictures of each other.
I'm agnostic, leaning atheist.
Hey, remember, we have to let you guys know that we are taking the
Instagram photo right now. You'll see again, same as 2 weeks ago. I have my Ugly Gang shirt on. Shout out to Mary Jane out of Atlanta. Ugly Gang 404. That's dope. Yeah, I shouldn't have even set my phone back down.
You're good, man. I'm gonna try something here real quick.
Take pictures of each other taking pictures.
No, I don't want to do that. But that's just making this so weird, dude. Either take a picture or
do it. Come on. Same time, dude. Picture of a picture. Right. That's the episode art.
Ew, no, dude. Look at me. I look like the Green Goblin.
You look like yourself. I don't know.
Fuck. That's what I look like.
Have you seen the fucking pictures you've used of me, bud?
They look great.
I mean, it's me, but still, I'm disgusting.
You're not as disgusting as me.
You like that one better?
It's a possibility.
No, I mean this one that you're not looking at.
Yeah, a little bit. I do.
All right. Sorry, guys. This is great content, I'm sure.
We're supposed to do this more naturally while we're recording, just occasionally taking pictures of each other.
Look at you guys smiling. Dude, that's like Scott. That's the essence of Scott right there, dude.
in his habitat.
I mean, we're always in your habitat. We record at your house. So.
Yeah, you're right. This is literally me in my natural habitat. So the next comment that we got was from a Robert Wallace. Why is beef jerky so fucking expensive?
The cost of beef is ridiculous.
Is that why?
Yes. I bought 3 pounds of. Okay, so I went through a serious phase where I was about to start just like making my own beef jerky a regular basis, because I mean it's honestly so expensive, but it's pretty expensive to just make on your own too. So I bought 3 pounds of beef. It's eye of round cuts.
Yeah.
That shit was like $25 fucking for 3 pounds of it. And when you cook beef jerky, you lose about 2/3 of the weight.
Oh, okay.
So that's why it's so expensive. But shit like Jack Links and the major brands, I found out a couple weeks ago, the way they can keep their costs lower than like actual beef jerky is they load their beef jerky up with sugar a lot, and sugar doesn't lose its weight when it cooks, so they retain a little bit more weight, but it's all sugar weight instead of beef weight.
Huh.
So it's not nearly as good as what beef jerky should be. Or like good for you. I mean it's arguably okay tasting. I don't really care for it as opposed to real beef jerky, but
Yeah, it depends on the brand
yeah.
and a few things.
So hopefully you learn something. I don't know. That's like one of those random things that I just know for some reason, other than the fact that I looked into making my own beef jerky. But yeah, that sugar thing I just found out a couple weeks ago, and I was like, what the fuck, these bastards.
So Robert and Patrick Gatlin, since he commented underneath it.
Gatlin.
Sorry, Patrick Gatlin. Patrick Gatlin responded, "That's a really good question." Robert Wall said, "I need answers," and I hope that we brought the heat and we answered those questions.
We answered for sure. They can't deny it. I didn't expect to have like any kind of expertise on any of these, but that little curveball life throws them at you sometimes.
Tyler Stevens said, "You guys could watch Scarface and take a shot every time the word fuck is said." I don't think that would make good podcast content.
We're gonna lose lots of money and probably the episode because of copyright.
Yeah. So we're not going to do that.
We're gonna
probably.
get fucked on that. Fuck you, Tyler.
Well, it depends. If we did not, it wouldn't be good for a podcast. But if we did like a YouTube video, you technically could do that. If you're bringing something new to it by reacting,
that could be something else. Yeah, that won't be podcast. But I was just kidding about fuck you. I don't know you.
And then Jackie Blandsett said that none of these are really things we can elaborate in on, but I'm just going to read them all.
Okay.
Jackie Blandsett said, "It's still National Coming Out Day. Just go ahead and tell everyone about the butt stuff. This was liked by your wife."
Yeah, I do the butt stuff.
Yeah.
I give and
I guess Jackie's assuming I have butt stuff, and I do not, to my knowledge.
Okay, I'd like to clarify as well.
I cannot confirm nor deny.
I've said that I am pansexual before.
So you all can get it.
Well, that's not.
I'm kidding.
That's apparently not really what I am, because they keep just adding sexualities. I'm so goddamn confused. I don't even know what I am.
You're a demisexual? Is that what it is?
No. Oh. Somebody posted something on somebody's post. Somebody commented on somebody's post.
Chris? What was his name?
Chris.
Yeah.
Yeah. He posted, it's called omnisexual.
Omnisexual.
The definition of that, I'm going to actually look it up because I can't remember off the top of my head. But when I read it, I'm like, yo, this shit, that's probably more so what I am. Because it's very closely related to pansexual.
But there's some key difference, I'm assuming.
Okay, so this is on Urban Dictionary, but it goes along with like the actual definition of it. It just kind of expands on it a little more. It says omnisexuality is fairly similar to a person who identifies as pansexual, but a little different. An omnisexual person does identify themselves and others as a gender rather than being gender blind like a pansexual person would. Omnisexual people have an attraction to all genders, but tend to like one gender more than the rest. So that really sums up what I have going on with me.
So basically, pansexual with
Extra steps.
with a preference towards a particular gender.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, just gender and period, apparently, because pansexual, I guess, insinuates that you're gender blind, which I'm not. You can have a different gender. You don't.
I don't see gender.
Yeah, no, I see gender.
That's gonna be the new. I don't see color.
Yeah, I was just about to say.
No,
I'm like, wait a
my
second.
gender.
Oh, you don't see me? Yeah. You don't see my experiences? And I accept people, if you have a gender that's outside of the normal too, fine. I accept that, but I'm gonna, I'm still not gonna just be like, oh, I don't see gender. I see gender. Mm-hmm. It's a thing. I accept it. I acknowledge it. Gender doesn't really go into my influence of like, well, I'm married, so I don't just have sex with anybody anymore. Yeah. But like, if I looked at somebody and was like, I'd have sex with them, their gender typically isn't a factor in that. Yeah. But I do have a more bias towards women or trans women that, like more feminine qualities and features. I'm more attracted to that. Scott's scratching his back with the chair right now. And his shirt also. He did that. That was weird. Well, I sure wish we had video. This is terrible audio content, but great video.
And then we have one last one, which I think we just covered. could talk about LGBTQ plus things, seeing as it's still coming out day.
That's the same as the last comment.
Exactly. Well, that one had a that one was omni LGBTQ. It had a preference towards butt stuff.
Okay. Well, anyway, we covered it. Fell under the umbrella.
That's everything.
LGBT.
We got through all of that.
Yeah.
And that was fun. I liked doing that. Maybe we can ask for more prompts in the future, and you guys can kind of lead this show a little bit.
Yeah.
And we'll just let the talent shine.
We shouldn't be leading. Nobody should leave us in charge of things, honestly.
Oh, man.
That was a lot of awkward silence after that.
It was. That was a little uncomfortable.
A little true. I heard a little bit to say. I was like, ooh, ow. I start talking about myself like that.
So we know we got an episode we're going to have to do about religion.
Religion.
Theism.
Yeah, I guess. Well, I mean, that falls under religion. I think that's the study of religion. Where do you fall religiously? Have you ever put?
It's a long conversation.
Can you make it a short answer?
Like I said, agnostic.
Okay. Are you leaning more one way? Like I'm agnostic. I'm leaning atheist.
I think that I have a hard time believing that this is all there is. That this is it, and that when we die, we're non-existent. That makes sense scientifically, but but what makes the least sense to me is just everything, like literally the whole entire encompassing universe, and life itself, and like sentience and all of that, and just the things that the experiences I've had throughout life, like, and that others have had. I don't know. It's hard to believe that this is it.
Yeah.
So I'm going to go with agnostic. Hopeful agnostic.
Did you see that meme I shared? It was like that monkey sitting there in a suit, and it was just captioned with like, agnostics be like, maybe. I was like, that's true, but sometimes I maybe not instead.
You guys have been a great audience. Good crowd today.
Yeah, give it up for yourselves, wherever you're at. Oh, they brought it back. Oh, they're dying off. Oh, but they brought it back. Okay.
Wet ass P word.
That was a lot more reverb on it than I remember. Turn that one off right now. I hate that one.
Oof. I hate that sound pad so much.
We need some new sound pad. Some new sound pads.
Yeah, that's right. Okay. Sorry, we're not going to run through all the sound pads like I did that one episode.
That was terrible content.
That was good content. What are you talking about? That's the greatest content. Damn, we never made sound bites off that one video about, you want my guns? Come take it from me.
Which one?
That TikTok that I played a couple weeks ago. He's like, this is a message to all you liberals. Yeah. you want my gun? Come spank me for it. Yeah. but not like too hard. No, but still hard.
What was he said something about like make me feel like I'm in danger but also safe at the same time or something?
Hurt me but make me feel safe at the same time. You pussy liberals. I've watched that video so many times. I probably know the whole thing. It's fucking hilarious.
That's another
That's it.
It's a good pod.
But good pod today. Since Joe Budden's still not making new podcasts yet, we'll take his thing for a second. Good pod today, guys.
It's potty time.
Yeah.
Whose day is it?
It's
is
your It's your day. I named last week.
I haven't even been keeping up with any possible title today.
Good. That's fine.
We're gonna put you on the spot.
Hold on, we're not done.
Oh, gotta put me on the spot.
We still got an outro.
Okay.
So once again, it's been another episode of Babblin' and Dabblin'. This is episode 64. Thank you for being with us today. If you're a first-time listener, welcome. If you're a return listener, welcome back. We appreciate you all so much, and we love you. Again, Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. You can find the podcast there. That's at Babblin Dabblin. That's BABBLIN.
DABBLIN.
And I just farted again.
Let's wrap this up.
We're about to wrap this up. You know what that time means. You know what it means about this time, if you've listened before. Or if you listen to the beginning of this episode, I kind of mentioned that this is about to happen. Scott's going to name this bitch. And that's what the name of this episode will be. So, Scott, hit it.
Okay. So, I'm going to name this episode Locked and Loaded, Joshua Exploded.